Hello folks, back by unpopular demand, I'm trying a business lease deal video again. We're going to start off with some vans and then we're going to move on to cars. Now, for the vans, I didn't really think this was going to be just an electric affair, okay? But the best deals at the moment are all on electric vans. There's some very average deals around on transits and all that kind of stuff if you want something with diesel or petrol engines. But I don't see the point in showing you deals that are just kind of the price they should be. I'm trying to show you deals in these videos that are something a little bit out of the norm, possibly. So we're going to look at some vans. I think all the vans are electric, and then we're going to look at cars. Now, for business cars, obviously it makes a ton of sense for them to be electric or plug-in hybrids because of the company car tax situation. So that's what we're dealing with there. Most of these are 3 months up front, 3-year deals on 10,000 miles a year. Of course, on Lease Loco, if you want to go and have a poke around, all you really need to do is come up to this bar here. You can change the mileage, annual mileage, you can change the upfront payment, the number of years that we're looking at the deal, etc. So just go and have a poke around if you want. The link is in the video description and it is how I support this channel. So please use the link if you want to go to Lease Loco. We're starting off with this weird thing. It's the EC35 from DFSK. This is a new one on me, I must admit. 101 miles of range, so that's immediately going to rule quite a lot of people out. But here it is. 82 brake horsepower, 62 miles an hour, payload of just over a ton, and it looks a bit like this. It's quite a decent sized van, but I mean, it's given me sort of Bedford Rascal vibes, if you remember those. I know Sooty does. This one's 187 quid a month plus VAT, and that's it. There's no deposit on this one, so you've just got 36 monthly payments of 187 quid. It gets you that little van. If you're just doing local jobs, local deliveries, maybe you can get away with that kind of range. It's very cheap, isn't it? I mean, very cheap. And if you are looking to get into a little van that's going to cost you not very much to run and you can charge from home, I don't know, maybe it's worth a look. I've never driven one. I've never seen one, I don't think, so I can't give you a guide as to the quality of the thing. But it's dirt cheap. Next, we've got the VW ID Buzz Cargo. This is one of the hot deals at the moment. This is the most popular van at the moment on Lease Loco. 381 quid a month, excluding VAT, and it's got an upfront of 1,145. 254 miles of range. Now, you haven't got quite a ton of payload, so that's going to restrict the people that can actually use this. I have driven one of these, and it is brilliant. I love it. I've only driven it unladen, I have to say, but it was great. Drove much like the ID Buzz passenger car, so that's not a bad thing at all. 0-62 of 10.2 seconds, 204 brake horsepower, 254 miles of range. If we look at the price tracker on this, you'll see the average on it's been 430 a month. It's currently 381, so not too bad. Not a bad time to get in one. That DFSK, by the way, we didn't look at the price history on that. Average on it's been 538 quid a month. And look, for quite a long period there, it was over 600 quid a month, and then 187. There we go. I have got one transit in here just to keep everyone happy. 39.8 mpg, 398 quid a month, 1,200 up front, just under a ton payload in that. Price history on this one, as I said, is bang average. 425 quid a month is the average on it, currently £398. The key point with this one, though, why I am showing you this one after all, is that it's in stock, and obviously there's a bit of a wait if you factory order transits and things at the moment, so it is in stock. 398 a month plus 1,200 up front, obviously plus VAT. Onto the cars. If you want something really dirt cheap that's going to cost you next to nothing to run, GWM Aura 03, 179 plus VAT. There's £539 upfront payment on that one, 193 miles of range, 228 litres of boot space. And as for the price history, it's been cheap for a good while now, but 200 has been the average and it's currently 179. This is an interesting one from Mercedes, the EQB 300 AMG line, no less. 253 miles of range, 1,281 up front plus VAT, 427 a month. Price history on this one, it has been as high as £844 a month in the last year. The average on it's been 661 and it's currently 427. That's a fantastic price on this car. It is in fact the lowest price we've ever seen it. So if you're in the market for this kind of car, sort of mid-size SUV, nearly a 500 litre boot on it, nice family car, it's going to cruise down the motorway with no problems whatsoever. You can't go far wrong with it at that price, can you? 30-minute charge time. The charge time is usually 10 to 80% or 20 to 80% depending on the manufacturer. So you can do reasonably fast charging on it. It's got a reasonably good range and it's got a pretty good boot space. And check it out, it's a Merc. Next, we've got the Range Rover Velar, and this one's a plug-in hybrid, 573 a month with 1,719 up front, plus VAT, remember. 5.1 seconds to 62, 404 horsepower, 503 litres of boot space. Then the fuel consumption figure is daft because it's a plug-in hybrid, but big beast of a Range Rover. 809's been the lowest price on it in the last 12 months. As you can see, it fell off a cliff there for 10 minutes in March, 429 quid. But for the lion's share of the year, it's been around about 790, 800 pounds a month. And then if we look at April, it went up to 633, and then it's just been creeping down a little bit in the last couple of months. 573 with 1,719 up front. BMW i5 Touring eDrive 40 M Sport Pro, 651 a month with 2 grand up front. I've literally just driven one of these around the track at Millbrook like 10 days ago or 2 weeks ago. It's great. It's like a really, really good car, and it just is made to chew up the motorway. Ultra comfortable, super smooth, but you can have a little play in it if you want. 336 miles of range, 570 litres of boot space, 340 brake horsepower. 757 quid has been the average on it, currently 651, but it's only been out 5 minutes. In March, when you can first order the car, it was over a grand. 0-62 time on that one of 6.1 seconds. And then finally, we've got the BMW i7, in case your name's on the building instead of on your shirt. eDrive 50 M Sport Automatic, 738 quid a month with 2,214 up front. 373 miles of range, 34-minute charge time on that one. Insurance Group 50, obviously, 500 litres of boot space, and a 0-62 time of 5.5 seconds. And have a look at this. Average price on it's been £1,138 a month. At its peak, it was 1,942, and this is currently only 20 quid more than it was at its absolute lowest. So 738 at the moment, has been almost 2 grand in the past. So that one looks quite good. That is a 2-year deal though, so bear that in mind. If you went to a 3-year deal on it, it goes up to 833 a month. So make sure you're aware of that. There we go. This might be the first of many of these videos that I do. It might be the last one I ever do. Who knows? The number of views and thumbs up I get will determine how that goes. Also, I keep going on about it, but I'm trying to get to 50,000 subscribers this year. If you'd like to be one of them, it won't cost you a thing. Just click the subscribe button. If you're already one of them, click the notification bell so you get notified when I release a new video. Thanks ever so much for watching, folks. Have a great weekend. I'll see you on the next one.